Formidable Shield is a live-fired at-sea demonstration, the largest of its kind in the European theater. What it allows us to do is, in a joint and multi-domain environment, be able to rehearse our existing warfighting capabilities.
Formidable Shield is, as an event, really important to us. It is the Western Hemisphere's premier integrated air and missile defence exercise. The world has got more dangerous, the threats have got harder and harder to defeat, and technology is advancing at a pace we could not have imagined when we first started the at-sea demonstration in 2015. This exercise and the multinational nature of it allows us and our closest allies and partners to test and train in the most realistic environment possible, both here in the Hebrides range and also in the Andoya range off Norway.
We can all see from the news the heightened threat environment around the world today. This makes events like Formidable Shield all the more important, where our NATO allies can come and train and test as they would fight in a representative threat environment. And that's a unique capability that QinetiQ can bring.
Formidable Shield is really important for today's global landscape. We need the ability to detect, track and engage those threats to keep our armed forces and our people safe.
Our role at QinetiQ is to ultimately provide a safe operating space to conduct Formidable Shield. And that's the preparation, the assurance and delivery of safe test, trials, training and evaluation. What that delivers is an environment where our customers can undertake complex threat-based mission rehearsal. The long-term partnering agreement between QinetiQ and the MOD is a crucial enabler to an event such as Formidable Shield. We've been able to collaborate for many years and put investment into ranges such as the Hebrides to ensure that we've got relevant test, training and evaluation capabilities, not just for today but for the future as well.
We have a fantastic test and evaluation capability that nobody else has across Europe, and the major contribution for Formidable Shield is we offer that range and those capabilities that can't be done anywhere else. It allows the NATO northern forces to test themselves, continue to develop their integrated capabilities and how they work well together, as well as allowing the opportunity to develop and test some of the more advanced technologies.
For this Formidable Shield, we've seen even greater participation, not just in the traditional maritime domain that Formidable Shield has served, but also in the other domains, particularly in the land and air domain. The benefits of increased integration is that we now have an exercise which is genuinely multinational, multi-domain, and delivering across many aspects of the integrated air and missile defence challenge.
This exercise is featuring land-based fires and integration with maritime fires. It's also featuring unmanned capabilities that allow us to test our abilities to defend against specifically small unmanned air systems. And then finally, it allows us to experiment with operational link architectures in order to further advance our collective capability and interoperability.
The ability to integrate with maritime command and control assets and with the air assets is absolutely fundamental to the way we must fight wars in the future, and Formidable Shield is one of the few exercises that allows us to do that, particularly in the maritime environment.
It's developed from what was principally a force generation activity to prove capabilities into an opportunity to experiment and test and exploit new technology and really push the boundaries of what it is that the UK and our allies and partners can deliver in this space. And that's been delivered with huge help and investment from QinetiQ, our technical partner, and also from a lot of work from the Ministry of Defence, from the Ministry of Defence Missile Defence Centre, as well, of course, from the Royal Navy and our technical partners and our contractors.
A big first for us this year is the incorporation of a swarm of small uncrewed vehicles into scenarios which are incredibly important for the threat environment within which our NATO allies will be fighting. We've integrated ground-based air defence system with maritime systems to allow a greater level of collaboration between our partners in NATO.
The significance of SkySabre and even getting it to the start line for this activity has been a huge amount of effort over about the last 6 months from the entire defence enterprise. So whether it's working with industry about understanding and modelling the capabilities and the profiles that we want to test and exercise, or working with QinetiQ with regards to rediscovering and understanding how we integrate this kind of capability into our existing range infrastructure, working with logisticians to understand how we move this sort of scale of missile and high explosives around the country. It's been an incredible team effort.
A further first for this year is the fact that we're being able to disseminate information happening in real time at Formidable Shield down to another one of our facilities at Portsdown Technology Park. These communication links and the ability to disseminate data will allow us to further progress Formidable Shield in the future, to incorporate further live synthetic environments into what we do here up at the Hebrides.
If we're looking at developing and bringing in hypersonic ballistic threat missile systems and we want to test and trial them, we need to develop and invest in things like the launching systems at places like the Hebrides in the future. And that investment is planned, is continuing, and over the next 3 to 5 years we'll see those investments come to fruition. And you will see greater capabilities, capacities, and hopefully users come to utilise these ranges.
Formidable Shield's really well established as a cadence of exercises and trials now, so the next one will be in 2027. We've got some exciting plans for that. We're going to be collaborating more with our allies and partners. We've got some new technologies to bring online and test, as well as really exciting new target capabilities that we'll be bringing in order to exploit the technology that Formidable Shield offers and develop these capabilities.
NATO's missile defense is a multinational effort, and it's a key component of NATO's deterrence and defense posture. That posture benefits regional security and regional stability, and ultimately it's about protecting NATO populations, NATO territory, and our forces at sea and on the land.